on the ready.
I'm not interested in what I'm forming the leaves. I'm simply captivated on having more my achievements. I'm screw away with spinning up the so who to blame if I cultivated the ball? People claim I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but doing what they think when I'm doing this for a cause.
Ready up.
Preparation is opportunity, yes.
Ready.
Yes. Too much is taking the foolery, this the test. Keep on hating, it's doing me any stress. Gonna stop, let that so.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second and 15.
They'll set up a throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Powers through. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like it's...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 13. Flush to his right. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Again, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota hosting Detroit in the NFC North. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Geno Smith throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one, all tied. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second down, another run for Dillon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 4. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's brought down. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd down and 6 now. Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara from 3 yards out. And the Packers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Packers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want to redo
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
2nd down and 4.
The give is to Jones.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And Dillon going to pick up a Packers first down as he's down to the 12.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different...
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Back to throw here. That's complete right around the 8.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones,
his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 6. Draw play, Dillon.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because
so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jones. Fights him off. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
65 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. This one swung out here to Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run here with Dillon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 10.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Here's 2nd and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Dillon on the inside give. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game